Do you want to see what Warren Buffett is up to? Here we are. It is the time of the 13F. It is the middle of May. And as of May 15th, 2023, Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway have filed their 13F. And what that means is basically any asset manager or anybody with assets that takes money from investors in the U.S. is required by the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, to file what's called a 13F. And that means they disclose all of their holdings every single quarter during the year. And they're required to do that within 15 days within 45 days after the end of the actual quarter. So what's happened here is Berkshire Hathaway has filed their 13F, which shows their holdings as of basically the end holdings as of March 31st, 2023. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take you into that. I've been actually doing these 13F videos since basically around this time last year in 2022. I personally am not doing as much content on investing. I had to stop investing. The majority of my assets are in cash and actually real estate. But still, I've got a deep background in investing. My first job out of college was Merrill Lynch, and then I did investment banking after that, and then also did a job here in Los Angeles. I worked for Sun America for 3 years, and also been an individual investor since literally the end of the 1980s. And I've got a lot of different, I'd say 5 to 10Xs, from different stocks in my portfolio on my track record as well. But what we're going to do is I'm going to take you in here to the 13F. And we're going to show you what the heck a Berkshire Hathaway is up to and what their holdings are, some of what the differences are, as of the end of March 31st, 2023. And you'll be surprised that Warren Buffett is just kicking butt. If you take a look at, and I'm going to show you here, if you take a look at what the value of Berkshire Hathaway is at the end of March 2023 compared to even the end of Q4 2022, it's just so impressive considering what's happened with the S&P and the stock market and everything else related to stock assets. Okay, so I'll go ahead and take you in now. Okay, so as you can see, this is basically 13f.info. So super simple. Really, anybody can, with an internet connection, can go on and do that. And then Berkshire Hathaway, notable people, Warren Buffett, and here you go, Q1 2023. So what's really fascinating, and just so everyone can see here, it says value 000. So what that means is take this number and add 3 zeros to it, right? So basically, as you can see, the biggest holding is, of course, Apple at 150 billion, folks. Though any single number you hear, any number that you see here, you just basically add 3 zeros to it, right? And that's what the actual holdings is, what their value is, and what their holdings are. So as you take a look, the value as of the March 31st, 2023, 325 billion, everybody. And what I'm going to do next is after I show you the holdings, we're going to show you the differences, right? And what's fascinating to me is it's over $25 billion higher than the end of 2022. So they, Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger just keep rocking and rolling and getting better with age. And age, by the way, Charlie Munger is now 99 years old. Fascinating. Charlie Munger is, I don't know what the exact title is, but he's basically second partner, to Berkshire Hathaway behind Warren Buffett. So if you take a look here, largest holding Apple, no surprise there. Bank of America, American Express, Coca-Cola, Occidental. So, they have a total of, 48 holdings. So we could go down the list of all of them. I think what's a little bit better is I'm going to show you the way that the differences work. Because what happened is in the fall of 2022, Berkshire Hathaway and Warren took a huge position in Taiwan Semiconductor, which they're completely, totally out of, because that position was, I think, even close to 5 billion. It was between 4 and 5 billion, which they're completely out of, right? So what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and show you, compare Q1 2023 to Q4 2022, and basically, here's the green, right? So we're going to have some green areas, which shows new additions, and then there's going to be some red areas, which are actually what they got rid of, right? So what's funny is Capital One here. Both Warren Buffett and Michael Burry both have new positions. Michael Burry's fund is Scion Asset Management. Actually, I just did a video before this one on Michael Burry and what his 13F is. So as you take a look, that is basically the shares they have there for 9 million shares that they took of Capital One. And I believe that's the value. So 954 million, so close to $1 billion worth of Capital One. And then what else is new as we go down? Diageo, that's actually new. Not really sure what that is, but Vitessa Energy, that's new. There he is taking some energy stocks. So as you can see, that's not that much value. Probably not even $1 million of value. For Vitessa Energy. And then here's the red. Here's what they got rid of. As you can see, pretty massive shedding here. That's over $1 billion that they got rid of for Bank of New York Mellon Corp. They got rid of RH, which is restoration hardware, super duper high end furniture. Kind of makes sense with a recession or potential recession. People kind of having a hard time with money. I'm probably not going to be doing a lot of spending on $10,000 couches. The next one is Taiwan Semiconductor. Taiwan Semiconductor. This is the big one, right? So they basically, well, what happened was in Q4, they got rid of a lot of their Taiwan Semiconductor. So the difference is, slightly under $1 billion, they got rid of the 8 million shares, I guess. But what happened was from Q4 2022 to Q3 2022, they got rid of a lot of it as well. So they basically got rid of all of it, right? So they have no shares on hand of Taiwan Semiconductor. Yeah, they got rid of all of it. So what's fascinating about Taiwan Semiconductor, so let's do Q3. We're going to just real quick. So if we compare Q1 2023 to Q3 2022, which is actually 6 months ago, you can see the actual differences. So we're doing that right here. Capital One, obviously. New holdings. Here it is, Taiwan Semiconductor. So if you take a look, that's 60 million shares, and then the actual value here was over 4 billion. So they had over 4 billion of Taiwan Semiconductor, and then also over 4 billion of U.S. Bancorp that they completely got rid of as well. They've got no holdings in Q1 2023 of U.S. Bancorp. So that was a big one. Both of those are huge, getting rid of U.S. Bancorp and then also Taiwan Semiconductor. I know it was kind of a big deal for Taiwan Semiconductor when they actually bought it. So those are the differences for you, and that is, let's go back to, before. That is what Warren Buffett is up to in Berkshire Hathaway. Hey, everybody, if you like these sorts of videos where we do updates covering Warren Buffett and Michael Burry and other notable investors and doing their 13F, consider subscribing to the channel, and then you hit those alerts. That way you won't ever miss a new video. Also, what I do is you'll see videos on content related to short and medium-term vacation rentals. I've got a few places here in Southern California. I've been doing that longer than Airbnb has even been a business, which is going back to 2008. I'm actually starting to do some private coaching related to that. So you'll see some links in the description area for that if you're interested in learning more about that and launching an Airbnb business or VRBO business, whatever you want to call it. But starting to do that. And then I've got a background. First job out of college was Merrill Lynch, like I said. Did investment banking after that. Worked at Sun America here in Los Angeles, which is now AIG, for 3 years. I've also been an individual investor for a long time, and I've got 5 to 10, 10x stocks to my track record. Although I've got not really doing much investing right now due to kind of what happened in 2022. But again, if you guys like those updates and you want to see some of this content, consider subscribing to the channel. And also, one thing I like to do with my free time is adventure travel. So you'll see a lot of probably shorts here where some of the different adventure travel videos, whether that's skiing or water sports, or just anything related to doing something active outdoors, and combined with a vacation, and also doing that with a lot of times the actual Marriott Vacation Club and their unique destinations. Thank you guys very much, and have a great one.